I am so sorry. I skipped. This is going to be a big skip ahead, a big jump ahead. I missed taking a couple of things apart. Hell, I missed recording taking this apart. I also missed telling you, this is a 1,000+ mile truck. Now, the rear axle, actually in fucking impeccable condition. I mean, for the mileage and the way that he drives this truck, he's not at all nice on this truck, okay? Like, he drives the shit out of this truck. And, like, that's kind of, I mean, that's what they're meant for. I got the rear axle rebuilt, but, I mean, like, I know it's covered in grease, but, I mean, you can see none of them are shark tooth. I mean, like, the bearings, yeah, the bearings went bad. Bearings are shot, but hell, and the front inners. This is 1,000 miles on stock front inners. Stock bearings. He didn't change the bearings out or nothing. He just ran it as is, and ran the dog shit out of it. And this is the one that had the broken hub. This is the one that had the C hub that I was telling you, where it was just holding together on sheer will. Like, but this is just, I mean, if you're gonna buy a truck and that you want to run for miles on miles on miles on miles, I mean, like, this is still a good housing. I just don't feel like messing around with what side is it? This side, where it's got broken bearings and the rings are stuck up top. Like, this is still a great housing. This is still a perfectly usable housing. I just got to pop the, I mean, you pop the bearings, clean it up, and you could put new bearings in this and run it. There's nothing wrong with this. We're just replacing it because it's a lot easier to replace than try to fish the ring of a bearing out. I mean, you can do it. It's I know, I want to say it's not that difficult, but it is difficult. I mean, it's the whole reason I swapped these over to basically brand new ones. They're not brand new, they're used, but they're new to this truck and probably, like, maybe got 20 minutes of runtime on them. So, but we got these installed. The front diff, I mean the front portal, there you go. It's got a good little click in there, if I can get it to. Oh, sweet. Yeah, but see that? That's in the diff. That's the diff being loose. Okay. Well, yeah, like I said, 1,000 mile truck, man. Some shit's gonna be loose. But for 1,000 miles, how much it's ran, I mean, check the chassis. I mean, and this thing's taken falls after falls after falls. It is almost perfectly straight till you get to the nose. The nose was damaged when he got the truck. The thing got trashed in shipping. The whole front end of the truck got trashed in shipping, and that's how he got it. He got it reasonably priced from a guy who bought it, and when it shipped to him, the whole front end was trashed. It was fully stocked when he got it, and I'm not sure how much he paid for it. And when I say he, I mean Don't Do Garage. I'm gonna tag him in this video. But yeah, look at this, stock links, ball ends. I mean, they're not, the links aren't stretched. I mean, like, look at this. I mean, you see the camera wiggling, but I'm pulling on these, and they're all stock, man. Look at this. I mean, just about as tight as can be. I mean, honestly, the only looseness isn't even in the ball. It is in the fact that the inside of this ball has turned into a bit of an oval. So on that, it allows just a wee bit of back and forth motion. I might put a nut on the back of that so it tightens it up so it doesn't allow that to have motion, but I might just leave it because that little bit of motion might help them out. I don't know. Making things stiff doesn't really seem to work out all the time. But yes, we've got this whole front rebuilt, and I'm sorry I didn't get the footage I was busy doing other things. Well, busy working on the thing, and phone died, and also I had a phone call that I had to deal with. Anyways, not really worried about all that. Again, look at this. These things look brand new. Well, not brand new, but like, they're not, I mean, not nearly as bad as condition as the front. But honestly, I genuinely think the front was only that condition because it had the bearing that goes. I'll show you on this side. That bearing right there on the fronts, it's a little bit wider, a little bit thinner than that one. It's not a big fat bearing with big ball bearings. It's kind of like this thin, but it's kind of like this, but a lot thinner and a lot bigger around. And yeah, it just shot its balls all inside of there. And I mean, like, you can see inside of here, like, the ball bearings that blew out left a groove, and I'm like, there's pieces of that bearing still just chilling inside of this housing. And this truck was fully driving. There was nothing preventing it from driving. He just wanted to do a refresh. Like, he could have continued driving it just like it was. It was not like a drivetrain problem. There was nothing skipping, clicking, or having a problem. He just wanted new bearings because obviously they're shot. And this is what I mean. Like, the bearing that goes in there, you can see the fucking ring of the bearing. Hold on, let me find the other one. The other one you can see a whole lot better. There we go. This one I cleaned up because I was actually going to try to pull this apart, but then I realized, oh, that's all the way down here. And I've got to slide it all the way past all that junk where I couldn't even get a bearing to even start to slot in there. So I was like, well, I mean, this one looks shot, and like the housing, this housing's not bad. It was this side right here on this that kind of sealed the deal, other than the bearings being stuck in both of them, these bearings being stuck in both of them. Other than that, like, that's the most major failure on this thing, is these bearings blew out. And, like, yes, you can call it a failure because the bearings are blown, right? But it's also not a prevent you from driving failure. It's pretty great. This is, I mean, to drive an RC car that far, zero maintenance. Like, he genuinely, like I would tell him, I'm like, dude, pull it apart, put some bearings, do some grease. And he wouldn't. He was just like, dude, it's the Gladiator. It's fine. It's gonna be fine, dude. Don't worry about it. It's the Gladi. And I'm like, all right, dude, whatever. And it was fine. I mean, genuinely, he wasn't kidding. He wasn't lying. He wasn't bullshitting. It was fine, other than minor things. But I mean, minor things that don't prevent you from driving. And hell, even when a major thing happened, like something that would generally stop you from driving, for some reason this truck just decided to do this. That pin is supposed to be through there, and it's full 90-degree rotated. And it's not like it's just like barely holding in. Like, this required, like, to get me, when I first popped it apart, it took me sticking a tool in there and prying like a motherfucker to get it to even pop apart. So I mean, like, it was driving like this. This is part of the reason he put he wanted me to put the new ones in. But he was driving on this, and it was fine. It wasn't clicking, clunking, getting caught, nothing. It just full sent. I mean, like, hell, I would throw this in my truck if I broke, like, if I snapped mine, like, where it wouldn't run and it was, like, broken, I would throw this in my truck just to run it. Like, genuinely. Like, this thing made it 1,000 miles. Probably make it a couple hundred more. You know, just like this. Hell, I might even take the time, push that pin out, and then push the pin back through. Take my welder, put a little bead, just right there, shave it down, make sure to weld that, just weld the pin in on one side. And like you can see, it's moving around. It's not attached. This is crazy. Can I get it to come apart like this? There we go. There we go. You can see, it was just resting on those little divots. That's it. There's 2 little divots there, and that's not where it's supposed to go. It's supposed to, this pin is supposed to be through there. Insane. And it still ran. It's still good. Look, I mean, like, if you push this pin out and push it back in, this is still a perfectly good. I mean, like, it's not ovaled out like you'd think it would be. Like, think that would be like all ovaled or something, or that would be ovaled. No, it's perfectly fine on both of them. Hold on, let me grab the other one. Look, here's the other front. The other front's mint condition, basically. I mean, you clean it up, it'll look great. It'll work great. It's not broken. Bearings. See, this is why the bearings. This is what 1,000 miles does to bearings. Woo, 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 woo. And it's for sure rusted to the shaft. I wasn't even gonna fight that. I was not about to try to fight that bearing, pull the outside off and leave the inner race on there and then have nothing to grab on, and then, yeah, fuck all that. These bearings just stay the fuck on, because I had new ones. Alright, enough rambling about the truck. Let's get to reassembling this. The fastest way I know. Kevin Towbolt, Kevin, you know, I'm just gonna call him Kevin. Kevin taught me this one. Hey, there we go, it's on. It's a little tight right now. Everything's got to bed itself in. You can turn it over by hand. It's a little difficult, but I think it's fine. So, about to get this here drive shaft installed. It's kind of hard to work one-handed, if I'm being honest. But we'll see if we can't install the drive shaft on video one-handed. Let's go. Is that at an angle I can get it? Not really. So let's put it at a better angle. Move the transmission to similar angle. Sorry, not showing the camera what I'm doing. Hey, let's see. Can I see clear through? Ah, look at that. Clear through. Oh well. There we go. That's lined up. Now we just take, that's not the right pin. That's a wheel hex. Just take, wiggle this on. Oh, come on. Motherfucker. Motherfuck. Now we gotta... Hey, there it is. Camera found it. Hey, this is difficult. Filming and working on shit, not easy. I need to get a camera stand if I want to film my work. Hell yeah. Drive shaft installed one-handed. Alright. So, do we get this thing back to a roller? Nope, because we don't have an outer for that side. Or a gear. Yep. That's always nice. Alright, so we've gathered all the old bearings. And then put that in there and gather up all of these. Ah, bada bing, bada boom. Got that all together. Let's get these. These are the new ones. Supposed to go on there, but put that in there. And the kind of trash parts. No, we don't want to put them with my good parts. So, I'll toss my good parts in there. Those are my parts. These are his parts. I don't think he'll want them, but if he does, they'll be right here for him. Well, let's not mix them in with other parts. Let's put them up here. Oh, this is an upcoming project I'm working on. Getting this, and it's die cast. But yeah, I'm gonna work on getting this turned into an RC car because it's got a tow boom, and then we're gonna build a metal tow boom that looks just like this. Functions similar or something, I don't know. What the hell? Why is it spinning now, but the other way? This way. Immediate tension. This way. Spins forever. That's... yeah, whatever. This thing. This glorious, glorious truck. These are the wheels and tires that are going to run on it. We're going to run some Super Schwamper Rocks tire. These things are clapped. They've been through hell and back. But we just want to have a good send-off with them. Do a couple burnouts, do a couple sendies. And we needed a bearing kit on the cinder truck. And yes, this is the cinder truck. We've got a copper head, and we've got, what is this? 3650, 4300 kV. No, I'm not holding it by that wire. My thumb's here. I'm holding it by the fender. I'm just using my finger to move the wire out of the way. 4300 kV brushless motor. Full send mode on it with this motor, and this ESC. He's got the ESC probably set to where it just does not give a shit. Oh, that's awesome. So he's got a regular plug to a dual pack plug. He loves running his dual packs. Maxing out that ESC. Bro, that looks like Dookie. Grease. But yeah, look, you can see this thing. It's got every bit of the mileage that I said it's got on it. I mean, for better or for worse, this thing, I mean, she's all here. It's missing the front bumper or front mount, but that's okay. Doesn't need it. Yeah, these wheels, they're gonna look good. Except for this one. This one's gonna kind of look crap because I tried to paint it white, failed. Oh well. Anyways, now that we're done with this thing, I now have to put this shit on my computer, edit it, and upload it.